Hey guys, welcome to Drinks Tube. Rich here. Now, we've all been there. You've been given a bottle of scotch and you're not entirely sure what to do with it. Well, have no fear, I'm here to help. I'm going to show you 3 very simple things that you can do with that bottle of whiskey. Firstly, it may seem obvious, but I'm going to explain whiskey and water. You want to put a 50 milliliter measure of whiskey into your glass and then top it up with just a splash of water. Around about 3 parts whiskey to 1 part water. So what's happened in this glass is you've lowered the ABV, releasing some of the more delicate, fragrant, lighter flavor notes in this. In this particular blend, you've kind of got like a soft sort of maltiness, a little bit of a light, delicate citrusy flavor, particularly orange, and then this underlying kind of honeyed note to it. And then on the palate, you've kind of got this lovely, prickly, almost gingery pepper kind of finish to it. What you can now do is manipulate those flavors a little bit further just by adding a few cubes of ice. So just drop them in like that, give it a little swill. Of course, it chills the drink, but it also compacts a lot of those flavors back into the glass. And if you're just getting into whiskey, it does also make it slightly easier to drink. So that's whiskey on the rocks. Right, variation number 2, a whiskey mac. This is 2 parts whiskey, so that's 50 mils of whiskey to 1 part, 25 mils of ginger wine. Now, just like our whiskey neat, we're going to stir this down, give it some dilution. Plenty of ice, give it a quick stir. And then to add a seasonal twist, we're going to add a little zest of clementine to that. This is going to bring out a lot of those kind of citrusy flavors that we were talking about in the whiskey neat. Squeeze it gently over the top like so. So there is a seasonal twist on the whiskey mac. On the nose, you've got that clementine is right there, really citrusy. And of course, that lovely soft sort of maltiness is still there, and those underlying notes of honey. Then on the palate, that gingeriness is really fresh, crisp gingeriness, and of course it's a little bit sweeter from the ginger wine, but then that lovely soft kind of malty finish. So there it is, a clementine whiskey mac. So variation number 3 is a twist on one of my favorite whiskey drinks, the Buck Highball. So like the other 2, we start with 50 mils of whiskey. So to our whiskey, we're going to add the juice of half a lemon, which is normally around about 15 mils. And then to give it a seasonal twist, we're going to add the juice of a clementine, 15 mils. Ice it up. And give it a stir. Then to top this up with a dry ginger ale. This is going to bring a little bit of sweetness to the drink, and again reflect on those sort of gingery notes that we picked up in the whiskey neat. We then take a whole side of a lemon with a peeler like this. A lovely long lemon zest, which we're going to squeeze gently over the top just to release those aromatic oils over the top of the drink. Use the knife to just push it down inside the glass. So a rather lovely garnish for a great little drink. On the nose, it's obviously a little bit more citrusy. Oh, and then on the palate, it's really refreshing, but it's got that kind of fresh, crisp, zingy kind of sweetness to it from the ginger ale. But those clementine flavors really reflect the citrusy notes that we spotted in the whiskey neat as well. And of course, there's that lovely malty sort of honey flavors sort of running through it as well. A delicious little drink. So there you have it, 3 interesting things to do with that bottle of whiskey. A whiskey neat with water and a little bit of ice, a clementine whiskey mac, and a seasonal twist on the Buck Highball. And if you're interested in other whiskey drinks, check out my Whiskey Old Fashions, amazing classic whiskey cocktail. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Drinks Tube. It's a wicked channel right here on YouTube where you get to learn all about not just cocktails, but beers, wines, spirits, soft drinks, tea, coffee, you name it, we've got it. Check you later, bye.